We've had a bit of a rocky run, but we're still within our goal of reaching the playoffs. So for episode 4 of season 5, and for a top-of-the-table clash, preceded by a clash which features a newly promoted team which we should win, but I am sure it'd be the other way around. Don't tell anyone else that, because we don't want any karma coming on us, but I'm talking too much. For episode 4 of season 5, roll the intro.
Goes Pompey, 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 you're the team. Pompey, 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 you're the cream. Pompey, you're the greatest, and we'll keep following you. Yeah, we'll keep following Pompey, following the boys in blue.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our journey with Portsmouth on Football Manager 2018. Today it's time for episode 4 of our 5th season with Pompey. And today we're playing against Wigan in the Sky Bet Championship, followed by a home game later on the episode at Fratton Park against Bristol City. Which, as you can see, take out Middlesbrough out of the equation. It's a real top-of-the-table clash. It should be a brilliant game. And as you can see, we've had a bit of a rocky run, but we're actually still in the playoffs quite fairly and quite consistently. And we're 2 points within the playoffs. So let's see how we've gone in the last 3 games. So obviously we beat Reading and... no, we didn't. Have we only played 2 games? I think, yeah, we've only played 2 games since the last episode. That's alright. But obviously we had a thrashing off Fleetwood. And then we lost pretty uninspiringly, I have to say, to Norwich. John Joe Kenny in that match, unfortunately, broke his foot. So for 3 and 4 months, he's out. So that's a real shame. So Donald Love's going to have to take his place. But George Williams got 2 goals for Norwich, and we just didn't play that well, and it was a bit poor. So we had to go for tactical change against Preston. Connor Chaplin got a hat-trick. You know, you can always rely on good old Connor Chaplin. We need to actually get the proper views of the fixture so you can see who scored the goals. But we'll sort that out later. But we did go 1-0 up. Richie Smallwood made it 1-1. Then Chaplin scored and made it 2-1. Then Maguire scored and made it 2-2. Then Chaplin scored and made it 3-2. So it's a really scrappy affair. But Chaplin, with 3 key moments in the match, with those 3 goals, obviously, and 3 chances created. But Jack Harper and Chris Long, as well as Lowe, and Donald Love, actually. Donald Love, a little bit quiet in terms of his stats, but still very good in terms of his playing. But a very convincing win against Preston. Today, now we play Wigan and Bristol City. So in terms of the injuries then, we've got obviously John Joe Kenny out for 3 or 4 months, and we've got Jamal Lowe with a little bit of a niggle on his knees. But for today's match against Wigan, we're going to be playing with 4-2-2 as we've always done. We've made some of our midfielders and defenders a little bit further back, with the aim of pushing our wingers up and the forwards as well. So we've got Allsop in goal, Love, Masterson, Watmore and Leahy make up the back 4. Then we've got Shenton and Rossiter, the real good partnership in the midfield. Naismith and Harper make up the wings, and then we've got McLinden and Connor Chaplin up front. Chris Long wasn't very good last game, and he's definitely going to be on the bench today. James McArthur hasn't played for us yet, unbelievably, after his £81,000 transfer. I look back at that now and think, no, there wasn't really much point to it, because he's got too many midfielders already. Adam May has asked to leave. He's been kind of always there, you know, he's played 15, 24 games. He's kind of always sort of rotation figure, but he's not happy with that, and he wants to leave, so we might have to let him go. Josh De Silva hasn't played very well, but we're going to send him out on loan and see how we can do. And then Adam Armstrong's kind of a fringe player anyway, so I think at the end of this season we're going to have a look at the squad, because we've got quite a bit of depth, and as you know, I quite like to play with the same 11 or 12 players, so it's going to be a tricky one for me to try and get the depth, but if we do get promoted to the Premier League, whisper that quietly, I feel like we probably definitely need that depth. So we're going to play in a 4-2-3-1. They've got Tim Ream at left back. They've got, is that Donovan? Yes, it is Donovan Daniels at centre back. I'm fairly sure this isn't Jesse Lingard's brother, but you never know. He holds no real opinion of me. Well, that's shocking. And then he's got Martin Vaghorn up front, which is 31 now, blimey. And as you can see, we've got a very good team going. So hopefully, we can persuade the players to do well. There we go. That's a great opportunity to show all the pundits that have been right to back you up. And to be fair, we've got a lot of pressure on us now. You know, we're doing very well in the league. We've had a very good start. And I was fearing that if we didn't win that game against Preston, we could have easily had that sort of slump that we tend to have. And because we've played very well, particularly last season, we're only a point off getting in the playoffs. So this year we want to make sure we make that ambition realised and hopefully get to that playoff place. We've got some peach and apricot squash today, which I think is quite nice, I have to say so myself. We've had many variations of squash on the episodes before, but today we're going for the peach and apricot. Naismith to Shenton. Shenton to Chaplin. Chaplin shoots. Oh, he just misses. That's so unfortunate, you know. But Watmore was offside. That finishes that move off, and that is a bit unfortunate. But obviously, we do need to win today to keep the pressure on the top guys. Middlesbrough aren't even playing, and they're still top of the league. I think that just shows how well they've been doing. But of course, we did beat them early on in the season, so that shows they're not untouchable. Nice pass from Chaplin to Harper. That's put in the box. Back to Chaplin to McLinden, but McLinden can't get anything on it. I am worrying a little bit now about McLinden because he hasn't scored for a bit. This is where I'm trying to egg him on to score today. But he hasn't scored for a bit, so maybe this might be his last season of consistent play. But Roster to Naismith. Naismith into the box for McLinden. It just works, doesn't it? It just works every single time. Liam McLinden, on the 25th minute, he scores for the Pompey. And just as I was conveniently saying, he never scores. And this is live, by the way. This is not post-commentary. Naismith into the box. McLinden, he headers it into the box, into the back of the net. And the goalkeeper couldn't get anywhere near it. And that is a bit of psychology for you folks. So 26 minutes in now. That's a good goal from McLinden actually there. More than I gave him credit for. But Wigan could come back straight away here. Lingard, he's got it back into the box for Daniels. Wow, that was very nearly a goal for Donovan Daniels. But he seemed to absolutely sky it there. So he didn't quite get that. But I have to say we're playing pretty well at the moment. Not many fouls. We've not got a great shot conversion to be quite honest. But let's talk a little bit why we've got a little bit of a break. Probably won't get much of one. But about the, not the schedule. Yeah, the schedule of the channel. Now, obviously I did an update video about a week and a half ago. And that's why this series is back. And this should be, if the schedule runs to its correct sort of manner, then this should be out on Thursday, as there should be an episode on Sunday, and then you get 2 episodes in 2 days, which, because you get an episode on Sunday and then an episode on Monday. But the episode on Sunday will probably be at 4 PM rather than 6 PM, because we do have Retro Sundays on a Sunday, but I thought I'd try and put 4 episodes of FM in there for you, just so you guys don't get bored. It's not 4 episodes, it's 3 episodes a week. But 4 episodes if you can that Monday. But a lovely ball from McLinden into the box for Jack Harper. We made it 2-0 here. We seem to be playing very well at the moment. And Liam McLinden, after me spurring him on earlier, and pretty much seen probably that he's thinking, oh, this is a bit of a worry because I've got Harper, Long and Chaplin ahead of me in the pecking order. I need to prove myself. And he's definitely been man of the match so far. A lovely assist there to Harper. Harper, it wasn't an easy one to finish off, but Harper did it just that. But McLinden an assist and a goal, and that is very impressive from him so far. Let's have a look if we can get a third. Leahy. Lovely ball in the box. It's chucked out by Byrne. Should be half time really. Lovely inception by Vaghorn, but it's back to Gleed on the wing. He's eluded Leahy's, it says there, and it's now 2-1. Wigan are back in this game. We really didn't need that, to be honest, just before half time, because that means they've got the momentum now going into the second half. But that's not all too bad. We're still winning at half time. We just need to warn the players to not be complacent, and then we'll level on points with Middlesbrough at the top of the table, which is very exciting going into our game against Bristol later on. We're just telling the players don't be complacent. And we're playing well at the moment, and that's really all we need to keep doing because we are playing well. A bit unfortunate about that goal, which has kind of undermined the whole half, but nonetheless, a good half as well. Looks like Bristol are losing down their match, so we're now 3 points clear of them, and actually 4 points clear of the playoffs, which is quite nice actually. It gives us a bit of leg room, I suppose it gives us a bit of leg room, if you like. But this is very confusing because we're playing an old away kit. I keep thinking we're the blue team, but we're not. Samuel into the box for Gleed. And he skies it. I'll tell you what, we do need to tell the players to concentrate because they only need one chance and they're back into this game. So we need to tell the players to attack, hit early cross, pass it into space, not shoot on sight, no. Flexible play, and we'll probably make a substitution or two because I haven't made one yet. And it seems that the likes of Shenton have to play on the weekend, of course, pardon me, against Preston. Then they probably need a little bit of a break. So we'll take Shenton off for Colkit. Pardon me, and we'll also take Connor Chaplin off for long. We don't want to keep our prize possession out of the game for too long, but we just need to make sure that he's fully fit and recovered. And we'll keep Naismith on, actually. We'll bring Burgess on for Watmore. Make a triple sub, that's probably a bit dangerous, but oh well. But Watmore's on a yellow card, so he wants to make sure that he doesn't get sent off and get a suspension, which wouldn't be very good for us, would it? But a lovely clearance from number 2 there to Harper. McLinden, Naismith, into the box for Chris Long, and oh, God. Come on, Chris Long, that was close. Very close, actually, to the goal. 50 minutes to go, though, here at the DW Stadium. We need to be a bit wary now. Play a bit more structured on the counter-attacking approach. As long as we don't concede now, we win the game. It's very Michael Owen comments are aware of that. But we've got 5 minutes left. Just over 5 minutes. We've got about 6 minutes. Can we get a goal to finish this off? That would certainly reduce the heart rate a bit. But a lovely interception to Daniels. But Masson gets it back. It's a bit scrappy in the middle at the moment. Potts. Burgess gets it back. Back to the goalkeeper if you need. Now chuck it out, Allsop. Good stuff to Colkitts. Keep the ball. Naismith. Oh, Reams got it back to Manning. So not Bernard. Dominic Samuel to Galid. Don't get it in. Nice stuff from Masterson. Colkit, Burgess. Chuck it out now. Keep it long. Long on the ball. Long. There's number 22 there. Go on, Naismith. Naismith's on the ball. He's through on goal. Yes! Cal Naismith puts it in the back of the net. Makes it 3-1. Long the architect there, as it says. Bit peculiar, though. I don't quite think the defender knew what he wanted to do there. But Long held up the ball for a while. As you can see on the screen, Naismith jogged it up the pitch. As you can see, the defender not really sure what to do. He kind of passes it to Naismith, gives him a free run, one-on-one. And that is absolutely lovely. As it says at the bottom, the game acknowledges that as well, because he had all the time in the world. And that really makes things a lot more comfortable now. I don't particularly want them to get a goal back, because that kind of undermines the whole game. But Wigan haven't disgraced themselves here at all. They've played very well. And another goal would probably make their stature in the game a lot better. But hopefully we can get one rather than them. Samuel into the box. And I'll tell you what, that Radu Ngurunu, he seems to be very good. He's on loan from our former Southampton. He's got 2 goals today. And I believe they're his first goals in the Championship. So fair play to him. But the worry is now that probably we need to get some opposition instructions on him, definitely. There's 4 minutes of added time, and we need to make sure that they don't get another one, because that obviously means we drop 2 points then, which wouldn't be too good, but it looks like we're going to scrape through. Bernard Manning's got a throw in, and that is it. Very good stuff. 3-2 in the end. I predicted a win for Portsmouth, and they managed it in the end. Very good stuff. There's not really much to say, but we'll just say a good win. So now, here comes the interesting one. We've beaten Wigan, and can we go 3 games on the trot with wins against Bristol after they've just been beaten by Norwich? They're going to be rampant away from home at Fratton Park. Let's go. 3 changes then for this game against Bristol. We've got Burgess, Husband and Colkit coming into the side for Masterson, Leahy and Rossiter, respectively. He was very good there. McLinden keeps his plate after the last game. And, of course, our star striker, Connor Chaplin, he's always going to be in the team for as long as he possibly can. Now, Bristol playing for 4-5-1 formation. Kuko Martina, right back. Neil Everidge in the goal. He used to play for Walsall back in the day. Remember him playing for Walsall. Yusuf Mulumbu, a name that probably much everyone knows. Corey Smith must have been there from the start. Yeah, Corey Smith been there since the start of FM. Johnny Williams? No, Joe Williams. Haven't heard of him ever. And then Diadhu, Humphreys and Gruppen for Bristol. Hopefully they don't give us too much trouble, but looking at how they've started the season, they look to be fairly good. But hopefully we should be getting something on. I'm very excited though, because not particularly because of this, but because the England game is not yet on in the background. It's 12:05. You can kind of tell when I'm recording this. It's 12:05 and it starts in 55 minutes. So we'll probably be out the tournament in an hour and a half. Well, I know we can't be, but obviously blah, blah, whatever. But McLinden, let's get back onto this game. And Kyle Naismith very nearly gives us a good start to this match. Middlesbrough, that must have played in the early game then, because no way they'd have been ahead already. But seems to be a good start from us. We need to now capitalise on this. And apparently they want us to play a short passing play, which of course we will do. We trust our assistant manager to the moon and back. Not quite that far, but oh well. But Humphreys on the ball for Bristol. I was going to say Bournemouth for some reason there. Gruppen on the ball. He runs through the whole defence. It's a bit embarrassing, actually, that is. But nonetheless, it comes to absolutely nothing. Not really phase much danger, to be honest, from either side at the start. It's going to be quite cagey, I think this is. Not necessarily an expansive game, but you never know. Middlesbrough now losing to Hull. That's interesting. We can definitely gain on them this time. Lovely ball from, I think it was Love to Harper. Not quite sure. Naismith. Shenton. Can we get anything out of this? To Harper. Back to Shenton. Nice 1-2 there. Gruppen is a danger. That's lovely. Naismith. Love. He shoots. And McLinden. Oh, why did he miss that? Love with a half-decent shot. And then it goes back to our prolific striker, apparently, Liam McLinden, and he misses an absolute sitter. This could be a 0-0, you know. I feel like it's going to be one of those games. 9 shots combined in the first half so far. They've definitely been on top in terms of the shots, but we haven't played particularly well. Norwich beating Cardiff, which means that all the top teams, apart from the Borough, are winning at the moment. Harper. Oh, dearie me. Corey Smith gets it back from Harper to Williams to Humphreys. We can't disregard this squad at all. They look very good. Dave Gruppen, the style striker. Wow! How did he get that one over the bar? I was convinced that powered into the back of the net, but it was nowhere near. And 47 minutes in here at Fratton Park. It is 0-0. A little bit like the World Cup, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not happy with the performance. We haven't played particularly well. Anything to change at half time? I think we'll bring a beater on, because I don't think that Harper's played particularly well. Maybe try McAlinden as a false 9 and Chaplin as an advanced forward. Change it around a bit. Try and go a little bit more attacking, but make sure obviously that our defenders are still back and contribute to the play. Yeah, being more disciplined, and I'm happy to start the second half at that. Might have made a boo-boo there, might have made a mistake, but who knows? You just need to take the chance. Take a chance. On me. No, I wouldn't. Anyway, 42 minutes to go in this game against Bristol City. Our crossing has been very poor today, apparently. Don't know why we're trying a different accent, but oh well. Beta, coming back from his injury, of course. First game for a while. Chaplin to McAlinden, holds the ball up nicely. Shenton to Love on the wing, put it into the box. It's out by Guehi. Shenton to Love again, into the box. Connor Chaplin! The man, the myth, the legend. Connor Chaplin. Cornelius Chaplin, we'll start calling him from now on. Sir Connor Chaplin. Donald Love put it in the box. It goes back out. Shenton, back to Love. It shouldn't be Naismith on the right wing. It should be Donald Love. A lovely cross and a lovely right-footed volley from Connor Chaplin. And it's in the back of the net. Now let's not get too complacent, lads. Let's play more structured play to make sure we keep this. But you can guarantee they'll score again in a minute. But we're 2-0. It'll be brilliant here. Shenton to beat. We've got the momentum now. Into the box for Connor Chaplin. How's he missed that? It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Great. He has hit Chaplin. And can we make it 2-0? We can. Connor Chaplin makes it 2-0 to the Pompey. And wow, how has that changed things? Just tell the players to concentrate. But a lovely finish down the middle from Connor Chaplin. And that has changed the game completely. And when you can rely on Connor Chaplin, things get all of a sudden so much easier. But it's not over yet by any stretch. As they've just shown the Bristol. Cuco Martina, the own Donald Love for Bristol, it seems, has put it into the box for their player, and it's now 2-1 to us, and the lead is halved. Bring McAlinden off, I think. Bring Chris Long on. McAlinden, he's been a bit weird today. He hasn't played particularly well, but, you know, we can't expect him to play well every game. You can kind of forgive him a little bit for that. 25 minutes to go then here at Fratton Park. Surely we can't give away this lead. Husband. Oh, he's giving it away to Humphries. That was silly. What more? To a beater. Chuck it up to Chaplin. Chaplin to Chris Long. We don't want to rely on Chaplin too much. Long to a beater. It's a Shenton! Ollie Shenton makes it 3-1 to the Pompey. And we are now rampant in this game. Yeah, that's fine in terms of subs. But a lovely assist from Jordan Abita. He's been very good today, actually, Jordan Abita. Been very active in the game. Chris Long playing his part as well. Lovely ball through to Abita. And Shenton's by himself in the box. 1-on-1 against the keeper. And he makes it 3-1. And I'll tell you what, this game could really kickstart our season if we can score 1 or 2 more, because Middlesbrough will be knocked off the top of the table, and what that would be for us. But it is very nearly 3-2 because somebody, Christian Burgess, has given away a penalty of his own. And now it's Dave Gruppen's chance to get a second for Bristol. But it's... oh! Thought it was saved. Brian Allsop's very good at saving penalties, very nearly saved. But it's a goal for Bristol, and it's now 3-2, and they are back in the game. So unfortunate for Allsop, he got a hand to it, but he couldn't really do much about it in the end. But what an exciting game this has turned out to be. Jordan Abita's injured. Oh, no. Injured again. Right, we're going to have to change our formation because we haven't got another left winger. So Cal Naismith's going to have to play up front, which he can do. They'll bring Roster on as a... defensive... that's fine. You can play as a poacher. Yeah, that looks all good to me. Counter structured. And we'll probably have to play quite narrow now. Look for the overlap. Yeah, that's fine. Retain possession. Fairly narrow. And... yeah, that looks good to me. Flexible play. Let's try and keep in this match. We're gutted now because we've been ahead since we took that first goal. Another goal would massively help us, obviously. But if it's 3-3 here, that'll be a real shame. Diadehu to Humphries. I feel like they've now got the momentum. Humphries to Diadehu. Diadehu? I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that one. He's gone straight through Donald Love. Malumba. There's so much room for that number 10, but what more gets it out to Husband. To Naismith. Now to Chaplin. We've got 3 men up front. We've got no excuse, but Chaplin gets dispossessed by Rawson. Very nice stuff from him there. Cuco Martina. Through to Gruppen. Will this be 3-3? Gruppen. That's a poor shot, luckily for us. And Bristol are definitely on top here. But we've had a very good record, actually, in our top games so far. I know we got beat by Norwich, but hit this win and make sure we beat Middlesbrough and Bristol City. Chaplin to Naismith is through on goal. What was that from Cal Naismith? He can't make it 4-2. I know he's not a striker by trade, but he should really be burying that or getting that on target at least to give the goalkeeper something to do. But Husband's giving it away to Humphries to Gruppen, and it's 3-3 now. Oh, dear. We've got to go for it now. We've got to go for it. Well, Bristol have brought us back to 3-3. Can we get anything late on here at Fratton Park? I know we've got a point, but 3 points would really help our season. Husband to Colkit. Naismith. Oh, he's lost the ball to go away here. This isn't good. Humphries to Gruppen. Patterson. Burge wins it back now. Chuck it up. Chaplin to Colkit. Naismith. Naismith win it back. Unlucky. Malumbu. Lovely win back from Colkit. Chris Long. Naismith. It's a goal! Chris Naismith. Cal Naismith puts it in the back of the net. And what a goal this is. No, not what a goal. What a match this has turned out to be. 4-3 to the Pompey. Is this why we will be promoted this season? I wonder. We're doing very well in very scrappy situations. Lovely back heel from Long to Naismith. And both of those players have certainly justified their inclusions into this squad today. 6 minutes of added time. Can we hold on for that long? Bristol are going to be gutted, but that makes us even more jubilant. Can it be 2 wins for an episode? In a long time, I think it's been since we've had 2 wins in an episode. Well, we didn't get it last episode. Therefore, it's been a long time because we haven't done another FM episode since the 9th of May. But I think that's going to be the last chance, and it is. We've beaten Bristol. What a game that was. What a game that was. And that leaves us into the international break with some very good points. So we are joint top of the table then, folks, for the end of episode 4. Episode 4, yeah. So I'll see you guys on Sunday for episode 5 at probably 4 PM. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think this one deserves a like after 2 mega games in that episode, giving us 2 wins, 6 points, and we're now joint top of the table with the Borough. And let's see if we can get the Pompey promoted this season. Come on, let's try and do it. Let's not get into a slump, and let's be consistent all season. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Sunday for the next episode. Goodbye.